Welcome to the Geo-Institute radio station, WGIR, now at the top of the hour. This is your host, Stanwood Richardson. Today we have, for your listening pleasure, the latest episode of the Three StooGeos, penned by our very own Mr. G.O. Teck. The Three StooGeos program is sponsored by your geotechnical equipment provider of choice, Lucky Split Spoons. As they say, lucky split spoons mean fine testing. Yes, sir, lucky split spoons mean fine testing. Now, the Geo-Institute is pleased to bring you the latest Three StooGeos comedy short, Soiling Ourselves. Enjoy!
Where are you? I need to see you right away.
Well, if it isn't my old pal, Robin Helenson. It's good to see you.
John, we need to talk turkey. Where are those lab results for our big project, the Shempire State Building? We have an important design deadline next week.
Robin, slow down. We sent those results to you a few weeks ago.
You did, but then we got hit with a ransomware attack. Now all our files are inaccessible. Thank goodness you have the results here, too. You do have those test results on file here, right? Right?
We did until last week, before we also got hit with a ransomware attack.
What? No!
Helen grabs John's lapels and shakes him.
John, we've got to do something. The client needs that report next week. If my engineers and I are going to finish it in time, we need those results by tomorrow. Otherwise, my goose is cooked. What do we do? What do we do?
Wait a minute. We do still have the spare specimens you dropped off for us. I imagine we have enough time to run some basic tests. What are you looking for?
Oh, thank heaven.
Could you stop shaking me now?
Oh, of course. I think we can squeak by for now with just a couple simple tests.
Robin and John enter He's laboratory.
Some soil classifications, a few triaxials, a couple compaction curves, maybe a polyurethane test or two should get us through this report.
Perfect. Our lab technicians can certainly handle that.
I don't doubt it. There's a reason He Geotechnical Labs has such a sterling reputation. I knew I could count on you. By the way, where is everyone?
Well, right now, most of them are on a month-long vacation to Bali. Fortunately, 3 of them missed the plane and have been here picking up the slack. Gentlemen!
Here come 3 of He Laboratory's finest minds, Carly, Harry, and Mohr, through the same door at the same time.
Hey, we're stuck in the door jam. I told you numbskulls to stay behind me.
Who are you calling a numbskull, Mohr? Maybe you should always get in front of us. Now move it, Chowderhead.
Robin, I'll need your help here. If we each grab 2 arms and pull on the count of 3.
Don't pull on the count of 3. Pull on us. We're at our sticky limit here. We're victims of circumstance.
I got you, John. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Well, did we pass the entrance exam?
You and your puns, Carly.
Mohr swings his arm back for a haymaker.
Why? I oughta you.
Mohr thinks twice about that punch and drops his fist.
Boys, this is Robin Helenson. She needs us to do some basic lab tests for her Shempire State Building report. We need you to do triaxial soil classifications, compaction curves, and some polyurethane tests by the close of business. Can you handle that, or Am I asking too much, as usual?
You betcha, boss. We've got it covered. One batch of test results coming right up.
John, this'll do just fine. Boys, thanks a million. I'll stop by at day's end to pick up those results.
Is she gone? You nitwits! I've told you not to try to come through the door altogether. No wonder you missed that plane to Bali.
But boss, now we're here to save the day. We're your 3 musketeers, and we have good for plenty of sneakers. Get it? Knock, knock, knock.
Sure I do. And sometimes I wish I could launch you 3 deep into the Milky Way. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Good. Now get to work. The day's end will be here before we're ready.
And with that, John He leaves the laboratory.
What's got him in a rotten mood?
Probably still that ransom attack. Now, let's divide and conquer. Harry, you take the soil classifications and moisture contents. Carly, you do the triaxial test. I will handle the compaction testing. Whoever finishes first can take care of the pollutant foam testing. Now, does everyone know what they are doing? Carly, are you sure you're comfortable with the triaxial testing?
Triaxial testing? Sure. I'll give it a try and ask you a lot of questions if I need to.
Oh, a wise guy, huh?
Mohr holds 3 fingers up to Carly's face.
Pick 2 principal stresses.
Carly picks 2 of Mohr's fingers. Mohr uses those 2 fingers to poke him in the eyes.
That will teach you to not joke around. This is serious business, you two. We have got to get Robin Helenson her lab data after that ransom attack.
I had one of those once. No, really. One time my dog stole my shoe. He ran somewhere and still hasn't brought it back.
Mohr gives Harry a slap.
Oh, what was that for?
That was for a poorly timed joke. And that was for the joke not even being funny. Now, hop to it, you two.
We find Carly in one of Geotechnical's state-of-the-art labs.
Say, what are principal stresses anyway? John He's our principal. Let him worry about his stresses. I'm a lab tech. All right. Perfect. We have 2 Shelby tubes. 2 triaxial tests coming right up. Whoa!
Carly trips, stumbles, and drops the Shelby tubes. As Carly shakes an angry finger at the glass on the floor, Harry enters the lab.
Hey, Carly, how are the tests going? You just ruined the triaxial test, lame brain. Those specimens have to be completely undisturbed for the results to be valid. Didn't you see the tag?
Please, Harry, don't tell Mohr. He'll kill me.
Nah, he'll probably make me do it. Anyhow, come with me. I'll need some help with my test. Those soils don't classify themselves, you know.
Wait, who decides whether the soils are classified or publicly available?
That's not what it means, Einstein.
Harry and Carly go to another lab with a sieve stack and a soil oven.
Now, stick these tins of soil in the soil oven so we can test their moisture content. It's so simple even you can't mess it up. Got it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Good. Let's dump these jars in like this. No time to do things the standard way. We'll have to rush to get everything done for Robin by day's end. Goodness, it's already noon.
As Harry concentrates on getting the sieve stack running,
Oh boy, lunchtime. Let me get my eats. Rats. My sandwich got cold. I know, I'll toast it in the soil oven for a few minutes.
Carl opens the soil oven and places the soil tins inside. He puts his sandwich on a tray, slides it into the oven, and closes the door.
Well, the sieve stack's just about ready. Now I flip the switch, and away we go. Hey Carly, look at me operating these. I'm a screen doer. I'm sieving the good life.
Great job, Harry. Another 2 minutes and I'll be in sandwich paradise. I'll be my own hero. Nyak, nyak, nyak.
Hey, what's going on here? Something's coming loose. Let me take a quick look.
As Harry grabs the stack, He forgets to turn off the machine.
Wait a sec. Carly! Carly, help! I'm getting shaken down. Turn the machine off.
All right. Sandwich time.
Carly opens the oven without donning mitts before he grabs the sandwich.
This smells good. Nice and piping hot.
Something begins to dawn on him.
Hot?
He looks at his sandwich and finally feels the heat.
Hot! 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Harry, help! My sandwich is burning me alive!
You knucklehead!
Knucklehead!
Do something before I get killed over here!
Ah!
Carly, with one last scream, flings the steaming sandwich across the room, lands right on Harry's face, and he screams.
Ah! You
Harry reaches to his face and flings off the sandwich, finally freeing himself from the sieve shaker's tyranny.
dope! What's the idea of lobbing a flaming hot sandwich into my face?
What's the idea of not being ready to help a pal in need?
Carly notices that the sieve shaker is still vibrating and turns it off.
Or of leaving equipment running?
Oh. Never try a stunt like that again. You could have burned down the whole lab.
Well, what were you doing adjusting the sieve stack without turning it off? You could have vibrated the whole lab down. Then we'd have been shaken, but not stirred.
Well, let's see how this shakes out.
Harry snatches a sieve off the stack and smacks Carly on the head with it.
Oh, right on the noggin with the old number 4.
Hey, bozos, can you cut the horseplay for a few minutes? I need someone to bring me a modified Proctor hammer.
I'm on it, Mohr.
Carly heads for the door. On his way, he closes the soil oven and grabs a Proctor hammer.
Say, what does this hammer thing even do?
Meanwhile, in another lab, we see Mohr scratching his head as he stares at a Proctor mold.
Hey, fellas, get in here with a Proctor hammer. We need to start this test ASAP. And I mean it. If I have to come in there and get the hammer myself.
Mohr turns around and he's startled to find Carly standing right in front of him, just about ready to release the Proctor hammer right onto Mohr's skull.
Nah.
Hey, Mohr, can you take a look at this hammer for me? I don't think we have big enough nails.
What's the idea, dopey drawers? You could hurt someone with that. In fact, I think I'll try that right now.
Mohr grabs the hammer's plunger and gives Carly a hearty sock on the head.
My head, why'd you have to do that?
Carly notices the hammer's head sticking out of the barrel and points at it with a surprised expression.
Oh, look, you dented it.
The hammer's head now has a massive dent from Carly's rather firm skull.
No, that was your head. Look what you have done. You have broken the hammer. Time for me to get a lab partner who knows what he's doing. Hurry!
Mohr storms out of the room. We follow him to another laboratory, where Mohr explains a very delicate lab procedure to an attentive Harry.
So it's that simple? I just ladle the polyurethane into the molds like I'm baking pies?
That's right. We make the polyethylene pies, we let them harden for a few minutes, and we test them for deflection.
Hey, this is good, loyal American polyurethane. These pies won't just deflect to another country.
Harry, sometimes you are no better than that blunderer Carly over there. Now, get cracking. We need at least 3 pies for testing.
You got it, Chief.
Harry grabs 3 metal lab pans and swiftly makes the pies.
Now, these are 3 mighty fine confections, if I may say so myself.
Finally, something went right today. All right, Harry, get those over there so we can let them cure for a few minutes before testing. Just take 2 at a time, all right? No need to rush.
Harry grabs a pie in each hand.
That's right, Mohr.
He begins walking to the curing area with the pies, not noticing the abandoned Shelby tubes from earlier still lying on the floor.
We want this to go as smoothly as possible.
Harry stumbles over the dropped and forgotten Shelby tubes.
Whoa!
Harry throws his arms forward in a desperate attempt to keep his balance. He avoids falling, but, alas, he pies Mohr in the face. Twice.
You!
Gee, I'm sorry, Mohr. Don't get mad. It was an accident, honest. Although it was quite a trip, wasn't it? Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Our feelings, chum. You're my pal.
Mohr grabs the pie tins.
I know you will never leave me, and I will never desert you.
Mohr pies Harry in the face. They are both now encrusted in foam.
Well, pie jinx and Sue, eh?
Not today,
Not today,
buddy boy.
Harry and Mohr launch the pie tins at Carly's face.
Tastes like snickerdoodles, and it smells like honey.
And it looks like nothing has gotten done in here. And now it's 5 p.m. Gentlemen, I've taken a look at your handiwork. Soil and a sandwich all over the sieve shaker. A dented Proctor hammer dropped Shelby tubes. And now a blizzard of polyurethane on the floor and on your faces, not to mention in your stomach. Do you know what this means?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh boy, I gotta get out of here. It doesn't count if I can't hear him say it, right?
With that, Carly flees the room.
Well, chaps, whatever room you're in right now, all 3 of you are fired! Effective immediate!
A mysterious man clad all in black, with a handlebar mustache and a top hat, sweeps into the room.
Just a minute now. Who in Sam Hill are you? And why are you dressed all in black? Are you a skier or detective or something?
Proctor's the name, Gamble Proctor, cybersecurity expert and traveler extraordinaire at your disservice.
Hold on. I remember you from somewhere. Was it Netflix or LinkedIn or... Holy smokes! You're that cybercriminal who stole our files in the ransomware attack!
Oh, snap! Well, you wish you hadn't recognized me.
Proctor grabs a shovel.
Now, no sudden moves, okay? Hands above your heads, up against the wall.
Harry, Mohr, and John do as they're told.
What's gonna happen to us?
Up to you. Do as I say, and you'll be none worse for the wear.
Proctor waves his shovel menacingly and backs towards the doorway.
Ignore my instructions, and I'll bring this shovel down upon your heads like a split spoon on residual soil.
Gulp.
Gulp.
That's right. I'm a wanted man. The cops are hot on my trail for these stolen lab results. I want all your money and valuables, plus someone's car keys.
Proctor fails to notice Carly behind him, Proctor hammer raised and ready to strike.
I'm catching in the next flight to Ruritania, and I'm not coming back. Hasta la vista.
Carly brings the Proctor hammer's plunger down on Proctor's head, knocking him out. Harry, Mohr, and John drop their arms and crowd around.
Holy cow! What just happened?
Carly, you saved us. You stopped Proctor.
Hey, nice job, kid. Say, how do you know what to do?
Well, the thief said his name was Proctor. You said this is a Proctor hammer. I figured those instructions were nice and clear. What else would you do with a Proctor hammer but hammer Proctor?
Sounds good to me. John, you got interrupted.
Well, I was saying that you 3 seem fired up and ready to take action, and so you did. Wait, what's that in Proctor's pocket?
I don't know. What is that there in Proctor's pocket? Proctor's pocket.
I'll get it. It looks like a plastic bag with some flash drives, and it's labeled Lab results for Shempire State Building. Well, nothing interesting here. Anyone opposed to trashing this?
Well, hello everyone. Are those lab results ready? Oh my goodness, what just happened?
Robin, it's been quite a day. The cyber criminal who pulled off that ransomware attack tried to hide out in here. My lab techs made sure it was his final mistake on the lam. He'll be seeing stars for weeks, and after that, looking at life without parole. Here are your lab results.
Oh my, you've got them! John, thank you so much. And you've caught that crook. I'll call the police right away. As for you three boys, I think there's another call I need to make to some old friends at the Geo-Institute.
We next see John, Robin, and the three StooGeos in a conference room. The StooGeos are wearing business clothes and hard hats, and in walks Brad Keelor.
So you're the three heroes Robin has told me all about. Now, ASCE's Geo-Institute can help properly recognize you for thwarting that scoundrel. I'm Brad Keelor, the GI director.
Keelor, eh? Wait, are you that elf who bakes cookies in trees?
Shh. This guy is a big cheese among geotechs. Watch your manners.
No worries, lads. I've heard that one before. It's so nice to honor your heroism by making you distinguished members of ASCE. Incidentally, gents, you know you don't need those hard hats for this ceremony, right?
But Brad, John here says we've already got plenty of rocks in our heads. So we figured we'd need our hard hats to keep more rocks from getting in. After all, we're at the Geo-Institute, right? This place has soil and rocks galore.
So it does, men. All right, time to get down to business. By my authority as GI director, I promote you, Carly, Harry, and Mohr to distinguished members of ASCE. Congratulations, gentlemen.
With that, Brad Keelor shakes the StooGeos' hands.
Hooray!
Hooray!
We did it!
Congratulations.
Congratulations, boys.
Now all you three have to do to make it official is swear an oath to uphold your obligations as distinguished members of ASCE. It's simple, fellas. You place your left hands on copies of the ASCE Code of Ethics, raise your right hands, and repeat after me. John and Robin, can I get a hand, please?
Brad, John, and Robin each grab a copy of the Code of Ethics and hold the books up for one of the StooGeos.
Now, guys, I'll need you to remove those hard hats for this part of the ceremony, okay?
You betcha, Brad.
Brad.
Okay, excellent. Take off your hats.
The StooGeos remove their hats and hold them with their left hands.
Raise your right hands.
The StooGeos comply,
Place your left hands here.
and Brad points to the outstretched copies of ASCE's Code of Ethics. The StooGeos, with their left hands, put their hard hats back on their head and place their left hands on the books.
No, fellas. The hard hats need to come off for this. Let's try again. Take off your hats.
The StooGeos remove their hats with their left hands.
Raise your right hands.
The StooGeos obey.
Place your left hands here.
John shakes his copy of ASCE's Code of Ethics. The StooGeos, with their left hands, put their hard hats back on and place their left hands on the codes.
Guys, let's not overcomplicate this. One more time, okay? Take off your hats.
The StooGeos remove their hats, yet again holding them in their left hands.
Raise your right hands.
The StooGeos follow instructions.
Place your left hands here.
Robin points to her copy of ASCE's Code of Ethics. The StooGeos, with their left hands, put their hard hats back on their heads and place their left hands on the codes.
Oh, you three StooGeos.
What?
What?
Why? What?
Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Three StooGeos, sponsored by Lucky Split Spoons. Remember, Lucky Split Spoons mean fine testing. In a world where the engineering behavior of soil and rock is tough to assess, we geoprofessionals are needed to work miracles on a regular basis. Alas, the Three StooGeos can't, but we at the Geo-Institute and WGIR still have complete confidence in the rest of you. Remember, you can count on the Geo-Institute and WGIR for the finest geo-entertainment and geo-information. You can be a member of the Geo-Institute too. Visit www.geoinstitute.org for more information. This has been the April 1st, 2025 broadcast of the Three StooGeos, presented by the Geo-Institute and WGIR. Thank you for joining us.